Hello again, Retro Gamers. Untitled here from RetroGamesCollector.com with a big thank you. I finally got past 1,000 subscribers. Now I've never been in the game on YouTube to get subscribers in particular. Obviously you need subscribers and you need people to watch your videos, or there's no point in doing them, but I mainly make videos just for the fun of it, really, and I don't really take a lot of notice of statistics particularly. I mean, if nobody was watching my videos, then I wouldn't bother doing them. There's no point if nobody's going to see them, but people do watch, and I do enjoy doing them, and that is the main reason that I do them. Not for subs, but to get past 1,000 is quite a milestone, and it's made me very happy, actually. So thank you to each and every single one of you that has subbed and who watch my videos regularly. It's humbling, because I just ramble, basically. I don't script my videos. I don't do anything special. I'm just a pretty ordinary collector, and for you to want to actually listen to what I say is quite humbling. So thank you very much to everybody. I just thought I'd put a thank you video out there, because I think 1,000 subscribers is a lot, really, for what I ramble on about. So great, thank you. A little bit of a pickups video as well. I've started subscribing to Retro Gamer again. Now, I did say I wasn't going to bother. I've gone off Retro Gamer over the years. It's not as good as it used to be. But I did miss it a little bit. It's something just to read on the toilet, innit? You know, basically. If you've got nothing better to do, you pick it up and you read about retro games. So, not that I sit on the toilet reading magazines all that often, but yeah. I've started subscribing to it again. These are the last two issues that I got. Really nice covers, actually. Absolutely love that cover. Classic. And if you didn't know, the subscriber covers are a bit different to the ones you can get in the shops. They've got they've just got the illustration on without all the rest of the bump. And this one, which is like a Mean Machines type graphics on it, back to the 90s. Really good. I haven't had time to go through them properly yet. There is some interesting stuff in there, so I shall be sitting on the toilet later reading them. Now I'll be if I get a spare minute, if the kids leave me alone for long enough, I'll have a sit down and read those. Bits and bobs have come in over the last sort of month or so. I got a cartridge given to me by my good friend Dana Meddins, Dane83. He got these made. Somebody 3D printed these, and he got me one because he knew I got a bare board and I needed one. So that's a 3D printed cartridge now for my Vectrex Multi-Cart, 72-in-1 multi-cart. That's nice, really nice quality 3D printing actually on that. So it'll just protect the cartridge a bit, the board a bit, and yeah, it looks nice as well. So I already had the board and the stickers to go on the cartridge. I just needed the actual cartridge, and he was kind enough to get me one done and give it to me. So thanks, Dana. He's a good lad. If anybody watches me, you know full well that I absolutely love the Atari 2600. So I went on eBay and I saw a chap selling some unusual, some of the rarer cartridges. So I bought a few off him. They are US ones, which doesn't matter to me. I can still play them because I've got US 2600s in my collection and an NTSC telly, so I've got no problem there. Skygynx Activision, that's one I hadn't got. Well, obviously I haven't got any of them because I wouldn't buy them if I did, but yeah. Towering Inferno by US Games, one you don't see over here very often. May have just been an NTSC release, I'm not sure. Another one by US Games. This one's called Mad, so I'm assuming that's mutually assured destruction. It's like a nuclear war game. Haven't had time to play any of these yet. I only had them come the other day. So Bugs by Data Age. As I said, I have not seen many of these over here. I think a lot of these are just US only releases. Home Run. Standard Atari picture cart, but one I don't see very often again over here. Home Run. Football on the text card, which is quite nice. Othello picture cart, which I hadn't got. One by Vidtech called Space Jockey. Skydiver, nice picture, standard Atari picture card, one I hadn't got. Infiltrate by Apollo. Can't the label this one, but still not bad. It's missing the send label. But yeah, again, not a cartridge I've ever seen before. Gangster Alley by Spectravision. Now these are lovely carts, the Spectravision cartridges. They are really solid, and they weigh considerably more than a standard Atari cart. Way better built cartridges. Not that the Atari carts have got any problems, they're built like tanks themselves, but yeah, Spectravision, Gangster Alley. Another Spectra Video. Oh, Spectra, that's interesting. Spectravision and Spectra Video, it's obviously the same company. Spectra Video Planet Patrol. It's a bunch of Atari carts. I collect Ultimate Play the Game stuff. I hadn't got the Ricochet, the Mastertronic Ricochet versions for the Amstrad, but I have now. I've got the ones for the BBC, but I hadn't got the ones for the Amstrad. Alien 8, Sabre Wolf, and Night Law. I got all those off my my friend Darren Edwards for quite a good price, actually, off his store on eBay. And another one to the Ultimate Collection is Unbelievable Ultimate. It's like a compilation by Master Games. It's got Attic Attack, Underworld, Alien 8 and Sabre Wolf on it. That's for the Spectrum. ZX80, not very often I say I got a ZX80 tape, but a ZX80 tape by Iconosoft. This has got Simon, Mindbender, Fruit Machine and Destroyer on it, and it is literally just a sort of a label on a plain inlay, and the cassette is just that, basically, just a couple of labels stuck on a cassette. But this, I mean, I think the ZX80, this is in the early days before software houses really took off. These were just made at home by somebody, but I haven't got many ZX80 tapes, so that's quite a nice addition and quite a rare addition. Another Chronosoft title to add to the collection, ZX Adventure. This is a take on Adventure for the Atari, but made for the ZX80, ZX81, released by Chronosoft. Nice funky purple tape, which is quite nice. I'm shaking a little bit this arm. I've just had my my COVID jab in this arm, and the muscle there is spasming a little bit. so if I'm not here for a video next week, call the police and the ambulance. Confrontation. Now this is an interesting one. I had this is the actual tape I had when I was no, not that one. This is the actual tape that I had when I was a kid. I used to love playing Confrontation by Lothlorien with my dad on the Spectrum. Many an hour we sat there playing war games on the Spectrum, And I finally managed to get one of the scenarios tapes, which are like add-on maps you can get for it. So I finally got scenarios 1. I'm not sure how many scenarios tapes there were, to be honest. There may have only ever been this one. But that's a nice addition to Confrontation. Not that I sit down and play it anymore, but now I'll go get my big one. Save that one till last. I've had this sent me from Ireland, from Brendan Alford in Ireland, good friend of mine. A leaflet for the KD Electronic Systems. It's basically a catalogue of the stuff they used to make for the ZX81 back in the day. It's really nice, actually. It's got lots of hardware in I've never heard of, and it's basically given me a lot more to collect now. So thanks, Brenda. My wife will be in touch with you. Yeah, so there's a few things on here that I hadn't even heard of, that I didn't know KD Electronic Systems had released them for the ZX81, so I should be looking to add those to the collection if I ever see them on the market anywhere. But yeah, things like they made their own RAM packs for the ZX81. They also made a graphics board, so you could have user defined graphics. They also made their own keyboard, and they obviously did a range of software as well. So it's always interesting. I like collecting the leaflets because there was a lot of stuff released that you never see. So it gives you an idea of what it looked like and what to look for and what its name was and what to search for. Stuff that you would otherwise sort of miss almost. And it helps you complete your collection. So I love collecting the leaflets and the brochures. And a biggie to finish off with, I've been after a PS Vita for absolute ages. Let's take a sip of this. Been after a PS Vita for ages. They come in all sorts of conditions. If anybody's looked for one of these online and for sale anywhere, you will know. They come in all sorts of conditions, really rough ones sometimes. And I wanted a really nice one in a nice box, because I do collect boxes as well. I collect packaging. And hey ho, I managed to get a complete one with all the leaflets, original power supply, the works. And I mean, just look at the condition of that. It's literally like new. And this is one of the early ones. This is 1003, I think. Yeah, PCH 1003. So this one's got the OLED screen on it. So this has got the really nice, bright, crisp, colourful screen. So I'm really pleased to have got one of these. I've mainly wanted this for PS4 remote play, so I could play. I can carry on playing Elite Dangerous when everybody else is watching something on the telly downstairs. But I've since modded it. So unfortunately, it was on quite a late operating system. I think it was on the very latest firmware. I had to backtrack on that firmware to get to get Enso on there. I now runs Enso, and I'm just loading it up with emulators, so it'll be playing Spectrum games soon as well. So brilliant! I'm really chuffed with that. I also got myself this little clip-on addition, which lets you hold it more like a gamepad. It feels a lot more comfortable in the hands with those on. A lot more comfortable. So that's nice. And that just about wraps it up. I will be doing a video response to Retrobait, Paul, who did say, or he asked the question basically, what games have you got in your collection that you criminally have never played? Well, take your pick. I'm the world's worst for buying games, putting them on a shelf and never playing them. Mainly because I've just got that many games I can't get through them all. So I will have a look through and I'll find the one it's most criminal of me not to have played. I think I think I played most of my 2600 games. All of my ZX81 games have been played. 3DO, there are some games there that I haven't played. There are some games, believe it or not, on the Mega CD I haven't played. I've got quite a Mega CD collection, and there are some corkers there that I really should have played and I haven't. So I'm guilty of that. There are plenty of Xbox 360 games that I bought that I've never played. There are probably a good half a dozen Jaguar games that I've never put in, which I really should have tried. 7800 games, probably played them all. What else have I got? Anyway, I'll find something out really good, hopefully a really good example of what I should have played but never did. And that just leaves me to say, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications button to see more stuff by me, and hopefully I'll see you guys next video. And thank you once again for the 1,000 subs, much appreciated. Bye for now.